know how TV has changed, because you're all still involved. Well, Thingy, maybe not so much you, but you do make the odd guest appearance. But you're all still involved in the industry. What do you lament about what's changed, and what do you think is a positive thing, Annie?
Oh, what do I lament about what's changed?
Good question.
Oh, you see, technically speaking, I didn't really notice very much at all. I remember the people. So if I had paid attention, I would have noticed there was something technical going on as well. But it was really just about the people, and it was about fun. And I think, I mean, I'm sure it probably still is, but, you know, I'm not working sort of every day in front of the camera, you know, like you are.
It was pretty hard for you to notice things being so short also.
Yes. Well, there was a box that I stood on. Oh, I said it. I thought you'd say that. I said it. Maybe I stood on it once or twice, just because he made me.
And Simon, though, you have, in some of the chats we've had with you over the last few days, have said that you think the face of television really has changed, though.
Well, I suppose, sadly, you know, with the internet age, a lot of, you know, the younger generation, they just go to the computer now and they YouTube the programs and watch on demand, so you don't tend to get that same following that you used to get with some of the shows that we've done in the past, which was really fantastic. I mean, you still get a following, but it is, I think, possibly that's the way of the future, that people will just watch TV when they're good and ready, so they'll sit at a computer screen rather than traditionally with the family and that. So I guess I would lament the loss of that. But, I mean, it's just a different era. I wouldn't say it's any worse necessarily, apart from, as Annie pointed out, some of the people going. That's the hardest thing, I suppose. Oh, and we lost the pool table and the calf. That was a real shame.
That was a shocker.
In fact, lost the calf, in fact, lost everything from Christchurch.
No,
Hey!
Well, I mean, apart from you, Jason.
98% true, but... You know, we're still here at the desk. Granted, it's not actually our desk. They brought it in from a... OK, yeah,
I got to say, I love the live thing. I think that's what I enjoyed about Dancing with the Stars and stuff.
Thank you, Simon.
Yeah, with the exception of the host, the rest of the show is brilliant, and it should have been me. And But you know, the live aspect was really amazing. I remember we were doing Face the Music once, and you know, the contestants all sit at their podiums, and I was hosting the show.
You were?
And you remember the set was this hard top, and then surrounded by these huge inflatable blow-up tubes, and all the contestants are like this over their buzzers, and we asked a question. I saw the middle guy looking a bit peaky. I thought, this guy doesn't look... He looks crook, you know? And then his eyes started rolling a bit like this and fluttering. I thought, oh, this is a bad look for the show. And then he suddenly fainted, completely fainted, fell off the set, disappeared, was completely enveloped in the inflatable tubes, disappeared, gone. The other two contestants like this, and they go... Didn't even worry about the poor bloke, and he'd gone.
It's just, but that's what happens. People do strange things, and you'll attest to this, Thingy. People do, and we do, strange things when a television camera is in front of them that they would never normally do or say. What is that?
Well, a lot of it's to do with reality TV, isn't it? I mean, that's brought it out in a lot of people too, I think. But amongst all the reality TV, it's really good to see that people are still making comedy, because I think people still need comedy. You know, the big thing is reality TV, but I just love it that people are still doing comedy.
Yep,
and
you've still got to laugh, don't you? If you can't laugh, you might as well pack up and go home.
And that's still the good thing about TV, I think. That
but it's rather strange, isn't it, live TV? Because you're sitting here, we're talking to you, there's like a camera thing there, and apparently...
You've got no pants on.
Well,
there's still that guy there cleaning
the hell's he doing? Oh, get out! No, the thing is, you see, we have you can't see it going into homes. Apparently, we're on television. How do you tell? I don't know. I'll go and have a look and see.
Do you know what
he has got
I used
pants
to
on,
love
which is a
about
relief.
children's TV is, particularly over any other form, is that children are refreshingly and completely honest. And so they'll just tell you how it is. And I used to remember, you know, like with little kids, and I would say to them, I can see you on the telly. And they say, can you really? And I'd go, yeah, you have breakfast in front of the telly on a Sunday morning, don't you? And they go, yes, yes. And I go, well, I can see you. And they say, and the big thing they used to say, how do you get out from the telly?
Yes.
And I'd always say, we unscrew the back, and, you know, it's just, I mean, that's what I love about kids.
That sort of con artistry is now gone from TV, thank goodness.
Exactly.
Well, that's because we have plasma screens.
And we can see you.
Hard to get into the plasmas, granted. You're just sort of coming from the side, but you're right.
You'd have to be very thin. Thingy could probably fit in.
Yeah, I could. You know what I thought about TV, you know, back in those days, that, you know, all of us, even though we had a lot of fun, we really cared about the viewers, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, we really did in all seriousness.
No, we did. Well, I think
nowadays.
also, you're right, Thingy. I mean, we were sort of like a friend of the kids there in the afternoon or in the mornings for What Now, and there wasn't the internet, there wasn't 24-hour television, and so a lot of kids would come over in the afternoon, maybe mum and dad were at work, and so Jason Thingy or Si would be there, and sort of like, we'd be your mate and look after you, sort of thing. Sort of kind of almost babysitting, really.
Yep, and now we've got Alan on. But there we go, that's another story.
Hey, and thank God those infomercials. Stop me. Stop me.
Stop, I'm going to stop you there
I
because...
love Ellen and the infomercials, and I'm looking for work.
Yep.
I want one of those steam mops. They look amazing. Now, I really do. I've got one more clip here of Jason and Thingy. It's a goodie. Let's take a look.
We're here at Woolly Meadows, just outside Christchurch, visiting one of the longest-running and most successful productions in New Zealand television history. And I'm here to meet a man, a face that has inspired me into television. I am, of course, talking about... G'day, Thingy.
How are you, Mark? Pleased to meet you, buddy.
little tiger.
Hey, love what you do.
I love you too, love you. What's on the show?
Well, thank you very much.
Oh,
Your
yes, they all
face,
wanted
Jason.
a part of Thingy, didn't they, you see?
Did that
He
always
went on to some big
happen,
things.
Jason? Did that always happen? You got usurped?
No.
Pretty much.
Never.
No, come on. I say Thingy was the star of the show.
No, it wasn't.
And I actually think Dancing with the Stars would have been a lot more successful had Thingy also hosted.
Yeah, I
Jason
have spoken to you
Canyon
about this, Jason, and I'm ready when you are. I'm going to be talking
absolutely.
to Andy Shaw later in the show.
Yes, he is coming on, actually, at about 11:30.
Is he really?
He is, Andrew
He's
Shaw.
our boss, isn't he, Simon?
He is.
He's got new shows.
He's our
Hey?
boss's boss's boss.
That's a good, lovely man too. Very nice man.
Now-
Good looking.
Good looking. He is good looking. But I did notice, I'm not trying to be, I know this is a sensitive thingy, but have you put on a little weight since those TV days? Just a little?
The camera always puts on a couple of pounds. Maybe I haven't been working out as much as I used to. But, pardon me, sometimes I just eat too much.
I think he carries it all in that top knot.
I think he does. Now, Annie, I want to talk about what, you know, we see the boys in Christchurch a lot, but let's talk about what you've been doing since those halcyon days of children's telly.
Well, I've moved to Auckland just a couple of years ago, and I came up to Auckland to do acting. So that's what I really missed getting back into. I was teaching for a while. And
Teaching acting?
Well, actually, I teach performing arts as well as I'm a primary school teacher and a kindergarten teacher. But I do like variety, so I'm a beauty therapist as well.
Oh, my goodness, wonderful. So I would like my nails done.
And while I say you do look beautiful.
I don't do nails, I don't do toilets, I don't do windows. But
Okay.
I do the facials and the massage. But no, I'm getting back into the acting. I just did an audition for Shortland Street, and so
Fingers crossed.
Good luck with that one.
Thank you. doing drama and comedy. I love them both equally. So I'm also working with a friend of mine who's a director, and we're working on some short films. And one of them.
Films.
Oh, but I could just stop it.
How rude.
And
Stop it.
one of them got entered into Cannes, so it's actually quite neat. What we're working on next is a little series of comedy. So I'm really enjoying feeling creative again and getting into that.
Oh, well, it's lovely to have you on the set, and also
Thank
you
you.
three boys, thank you so much. We're going to have to go now, but it's so lovely to catch up with you, and
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
really...
I speak for Simon and myself when I say good morning.
Hey, just quickly, what's this? What's this?
What?
What's that?
Thingy, naked.
What are you talking about? What is he talking about? What do you mean?
I
What are you
have
trying
no
to say?
idea.
Oh, it's just hurtful. We're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Sarah. It's
lovely
great
to meet
seeing
you.
all you
Oh,
guys.
you
Love
too.
to meet you
Go and
too.
tell the cleaner not to get into shot next time.